Live action. Live action. We good?
It is actually live.
Good deal.
Yeah. Today is live, dude. We're live today because we have an audience. We have a live audience.
We do have live audience.
We have live audience. We have Cameron's girlfriend, Riley. She's in the back. Hi, Riley. Anyway, she doesn't want to come on camera. I guess she'll have to here in a minute whenever the ladies get in the swimming pool if Angel ever comes out of the bedroom. Anyway, back to welcome back to Eat Up With It. We are the show that ultimately determines who is Eat Up With It. You don't get to do that. That's us.
That's our job.
Yep. So, Cam, dude, how are you, man?
I'm fantastic, dude. It's nice to be outside for once.
Dude, we're outside. We're having a good time. Some of my
Great time.
favorite pods have been outside because you can just hang out and do
This is
whatever
my
you
first outdoor pod.
want. Yeah, we've always been, you don't have to leave that mic alone, sir. You just wrecked somebody's life. Yeah,
No,
they're driving in their
we're
car and thought something happened. But anyway, the outdoor pods are like some of my favorite because you can just hang out. Like especially if it's nice out. Last couple, one of them I did was actually pretty cold while I was outside.
Was it the first one?
I think it was Porch Pod. I think it was Porch Pod, which was the first outdoor podcast. But audio's usually pretty banging outside. That was one thing I thought about.
I hope it doesn't pick up the pool filter.
I'll turn it off here in a second if I need to. But
Should be okay.
yeah, it should be all right. There's things out here tweaking anyway. Anyway, I'm glad to be here, dude.
Me too.
What's been going on, man? Dude, listen, it's been a long week for me. I'm glad that I'm here with you.
I've missed you.
I
That's
missed
for
you
sure.
too, dude. Really, I've missed home. I've been away for work for the last 4 days, and it's just unenjoyable experience. I'm not having a good time, but
Do what we must.
we do what we must. We do what we must. But I'm glad to be back. Just been hanging out. I plan on doing not much for the rest of the weekend. I cut some grass today, hung out.
I got to do my graphs.
I swam a lot. Me and the kids got them back here in this kiddie pool behind us. Little one for the kids. That's where we're at today. I hung up lights, and I was like, you know what? We'll go out and party by the pool, do a podcast, and then party in the pool.
It's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? So
Great idea. It's nice to be out here. I mean, I don't know. I get a little suffocated in that room sometimes, dude.
it's a small room. Can
We
you
make
imagine
do.
growing up like as a kid with another kid in that room?
I could.
Bunk
actually.
beds.
I could.
Yeah,
I've been
tough.
there. It is tough. That
Yeah.
would be tough. In that room?
Yeah,
Ah, Lord.
yeah. That was
would
my
be-
childhood bedroom.
I know the feeling. Me and
Tough.
Caleb shared a couple small bedrooms. In the
This
bunk.
house ended right there past the washer and dryer. That's where this house ended whenever I
Oh,
grew
they've
up.
added onto it?
Yeah, this whole section beside of us. Yeah, it's like another 25 foot or something.
Was this house built when your parents first moved here?
Yeah, this house has been here since like the 30s or something, dude.
Damn.
It's old.
Old.
It's an old like 9 and a
It's
half.
really nice in the inside.
Well, that's what they did. They did a lot of work to it.
I can tell. It's not
Yeah, they did all the rustic look. Dad kind of. He's got a lot of work to do. He'll never do it.
the joys of being an American.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. He'll never do it. He just,
Just old white guy stuff, dude.
Yeah,
A million unfinished
old trucker
projects.
stuff is what I would say. Wouldn't make it racial,
Yeah,
but yeah, they've done a lot to it. But not too bad, not too shabby, not too shabby.
I like it in there. It's cozy.
It's nice, dude. We're gonna go watch the fights here in a minute. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Speaking of fights,
Who
dude.
is like? Yeah, I was gonna say who's like the main cards tonight.
Oh, if you didn't ask me, I wouldn't have told. Or I could have told you. I literally was just looking at the new card for 303. So now I forgot. I've forgot tonight. I forgot. Because I was looking at UFC 303. Because that's what I was actually about to bring up. I wasn't even going to bring up tonight. Oh yeah, Alex Perez and Tutsaro Tyra. I don't even know that guy, but Alex Perez is an absolute animal. But this other dude's undefeated, so we might have some fun. Hey, dude.
What's the weight class?
45 maybe. Yeah, flyweight, 45. Wait, flyweight. I'm thinking featherweight, so they're 125. Yeah, they're 125. I think flyweight's 125 because bantamweight I think is 135. Either way, it doesn't matter. I think I hear Angel walking up. There she is.
I was gonna say
She's ready to.
we have a newcomer.
Yep, Angel's here, and she's ready to party down with us. But anyway, yeah, we're ready to go throw down on some fights here soon, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm ready.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good card. There's at least a couple fights on that main card that we're gonna catch because the main card doesn't start till 10. Right now we're looking at 10:09, so that's actually unfortunate. We're probably gonna miss a few of the good ones, but it'll be all right.
We're having a good time.
We'll catch the last one for sure.
We're having a good time.
Yeah, we'll catch the last one for sure. Anyway, what's new with Cam? What's Cam been into today?
Dude, I've just been getting steady back into work, honestly. I have been playing a lot of games. Me and Riley cleaned today. I got Mom coming in on the 1st.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to see your mom. I'm going to try to see her while she's here.
Yeah, she's going to have like her car and everything while she's up here. And
Oh, she's driving up here?
No, she's going to fly up here, but her friend is going to let her borrow a car.
Oh, that's even better.
Super cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Shout out Tasha.
Shout out to Tasha.
Shout out Tasha.
Shout out to Tasha.
But yeah, she'll be up here from the 1st. I think she leaves either on the 8th or the 9th. She's like Monday to Monday, though. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's that smart.
She was like, Riley was like, it's kind of cool. I was like, yeah, just hanging out. But
having a good time.
Well, that's cool. I hope I get to see her. She come. What day is the 1st?
It's a Monday. Monday to Monday.
Okay, so she'll be here for a weekend.
She'll be here for a whole week.
Yeah, like that's all I care
like
about
8
is
or
a
9
Saturday
days.
or Sunday. She's going to be here on a Saturday or Sunday, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm trying to see her.
Her last couple days will be on the weekend.
Yep.
Because she'll fly out like Sunday.
It's been a long time. It's been a
long, long time since you've seen my mom.
Yeah, dude, because she moved to Florida on us. Just left me here.
My brother, he's
She
like
just
retching
left
himself
me
right
here.
now hearing you say that.
Yeah, she just left me here, and I don't understand why she would do that to me. I could see leaving you.
What a negligent mother.
Yeah.
Leaving you here. Of all people.
leaving her children's, one of her children's friends. It's just
How
the
selfish.
disrespect.
How selfish.
Yeah, the disrespect.
Oh shit, dude. No, we love you though, Mom. We know.
Yeah, we do love you. She follows it. She always likes all of our videos.
Yeah.
She likes them all.
Yeah,
She
we have a
likes every
couple.
single one
We
of
have a couple. We're getting
Yeah.
a following
Dude,
out
we're
there.
getting there, guys. Go follow us on TikTok. Follow us on YouTube. Whatever you're watching this on.
Oh, did you? I know you probably didn't get to see it, but there was this one guy. Shout out to whoever your is, but he like.
Hey,
said
that's
some
$1.
shit.
You bring money with you, dude?
I got $1. Don't you worry
Yeah,
about it.
that's $1.
But
So
listen,
just for everybody, we got a new Dare Dollar
Ah,
because
shit.
Cameron can't keep his
Dollar jar,
can't keep his
not a
mouth
Dare
under
Dollar.
control.
Dare, not a Dare.
Oh,
Dollar.
I keep calling it a Dare Dollar. I'm sorry.
Get it right. Oh,
A Dare Dollar is a dollar that everybody in your group, a chosen group, decides to be a part of. Everybody signs it, and then one person gets it to start, and you have to dare somebody for the dollar. And then that dollar just circulates among friends. It's just a fun way to like have a dare game with your friends.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
We've had it for a while. There's been $2
Yeah.
since I've been a part of it. That first one we had for.
Well, this
ever.
dollar might as well not even exist.
We got to get it moving, guys.
Guys,
Let's get the dollar
for
moving. okay?
those who understand, move the dollar. Move the dollar.
Hashtag move the dollar.
Yeah. Hashtag move the dollar.
Hashtag move the dollar. We're gonna try and do some Dare Dollar videos in the future because whenever me and Logan will get it, we're gonna 100% record the dares.
Oh, that's a record, sir.
yeah,
Yeah.
content.
Content.
And we'll try to
Speaking
do it in other people's dares too. You know, it'll be its own little segment of this.
Yeah, it'd be
whole
nice.
deal.
If anybody can get it on a phone, we can be able to put it up on here.
Absolutely.
But speaking of content, I've done I made a oopsie.
Oh my God, Logan.
I made a oopsie. And
He's embarrassed.
I am
folks. He's
embarrassed, and I'm sick to my stomach. I hate my life.
Oh, I gotta
So
shoot to
Cameron
that
and I went fishing, and it was a really good fishing trip. What'd we go for 3 hours, maybe?
No, it was probably 4.
Probably 4.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, let's a 4-hour wade. I caught 17. Cameron caught 9. Right, it was a great fishing trip. But this is what really kills me about that, and I think we did talk about this. What happened on another podcast?
Yeah,
I
probably
can't.
one
I
or
think we
two
just
of them.
mentioned it, but I
We
don't
mentioned
think
it
I.
in 1 or 2.
Either way, I don't care if I'm beating a dead horse because I am destroyed, and this is just pertinent to the story. I caught a trout for the first time ever in the location that we are in Eastern Kentucky. I have fished in those rivers for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years. I can't even remember how long. It's 24 now, so it's probably at least 12 years. Never have I ever caught a trout around here. And we go fishing the other day, just me and you even ask, you say, bro, have you ever caught a trout out of here? And I was like, man, they're over in Cumberland. I think they're in Elkhorn. They're around, but they're not up on this portion of the river. So we go on, we keep going. I don't know, what do you say, an hour and a half later?
That's pretty close.
Hour and a half, 2 hours later, we're out there, and I just catch this fish, and I reel it up. Pick it up right to me. And I was like 14, I think is what I counted on that while I was recording. While I was editing, I'm sorry. I think it was 14
Your 14th
fish.
fish?
Yes.
It wasn't that close to the end.
I struck out for the last very long period of time. I
you?
noticed, on the edits, it was like an hour.
Shit.
An hour, I caught 3 fish.
Damn.
Yeah, which you only caught 2 in the last portion as well.
I always go steady, though. I've never really had no spurts.
But either way, so I get this fish up in front of me, and I was just like, Cameron?
I
And you
freaked
look
out,
at me,
dude.
you look
As soon as I
at me,
seen it,
you say, what the F is that? See how I did that? How hard was it for me to
Dude,
say
I
that?
bet it would tear me to pieces on
Yeah,
the
it would make
inside.
you.
What the F?
You'd probably shit your pants if you tried to not say that.
My
F word.
inner self would not
Yeah.
accept it
Yeah,
whatsoever,
you'd
dude.
shit your pants is what you'd do.
And where's your dollar?
Nope, I can say that. I can say the S word.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't. Oh, is that on the B
We
tier?
can say the S.
Is it
Yeah,
on
that's
B
a B
tier?
tier. We're not
Okay.
there yet. Eventually,
Alright.
we'll be there. We're going to start with the F word for
What an
now.
asshole, dude.
Yeah.
That's B tier.
That's
too.
a little gross. I don't know. Yeah, that
No,
one's good. That
no,
one,
you don't try
the whole.
milking
If
me,
you say
dude.
the A word, that's
No,
one thing.
no.
we have an audience. What do you guys think? If is the A word acceptable? Like as long as it's just the A word, or if you say AW or
God, this dude can't spell, man.
Hey, that's another dollar.
I'll pay it, dude.
Yeah, that's another dollar.
Dumbass. W.
AH.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's not fucking-
sorry. AH. I messed it up.
Oh my God, dude, I can't.
The dirty starfish. That is
That's
what we
just-
should call
I
it.
don't. That feels gross.
The dirty starfish. No, for
Dude, it
real.
just feels
if you call it
worse.
the dirty, no, because you know what it is, what the dirty starfish is, and then you don't
Why
have to
dirty,
say
man?
AH just to be solid. I'll let you go with it this time, but you owe $2 so far.
All right.
I'm gonna need everybody to keep a running log.
Riley's got my wallet. I'll
Yeah.
toss him in right now.
Yeah, toss
Toss
them
the
in. If
wallet.
you got the wallet, you need it.
Pay up, he said.
Yeah, pay us the money. You know why I said that? You know why I said AW? I know right now. Have you ever seen
you don't know how to spell.
No, have you ever seen Rush Hour 3?
Watch him try to just come up with the most immaculate
absolutely.
story.
Have
to
you ever seen?
absolutely
No.
cover-
Have you? All right, $2.
Two
All right,
George
goes right
Washingtons.
right here in the jar. Oh God, I've messed this up. There we go.
Dude.
Damn it. All right. Yeah, you can say anything but the F word, and like obviously the grotesque
Yeah.
descriptions of a
There's-
female's body parts.
We'll have an on-site vote of every occurrence.
I guess we shouldn't say the C word on either male or female.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, that one.
I
Or
got you. That's what my mom says.
I don't even know.
Just
the other one.
the real
The
aggressive.
rod. But the rod, the C
The
word,
rod.
that means the rod. But what were we even talking about a second
I
ago?
don't know.
We were before this.
A few things. I know UFC was one of the topics, but
Yeah,
right
who
before,
cares?
who cares?
Who cares? We're, having
We're
a good
moving
time.
on. We're
Who
moving
cares?
on. I was gonna say you need to hit that happy juice, son. I've been.
I know you've
Chugging
been
along.
chugging shots. You've been killing it. You've been killing it. Oh, dude, I know why we were talking about the UFC.
Why?
Dude, because Conor McGregor pulled out of his fight the end of this month.
Oh, who was he supposed to fight?
Michael Chandler. He was supposed to
Oh,
fight Michael
really?
Chandler 303. Yes.
And he backed out.
He got hurt.
How did he get
Again, he
hurt?
always gets hurt in training. He always gets hurt in training.
Do you believe that?
No, I know that because there's videos of him getting hurt every time.
Oh.
Like I watched a compilation of all the things. As soon as I heard he got hurt again, I was like, "There's no way," because and he never pulls out of a fight. He never gets hurt and pulls out of a fight. When he fought Dustin Poirier and broke his leg,
Yeah.
he threw a kick and then couldn't walk right and had a stress fracture in his tibia. And still fought Dustin Poirier. Like he never pulls out. He just always gets hurt in training.
That kind of sucks for him, honestly.
It does suck because he was trying to make his comeback for real, and he got on all of Mexico to make his recovery. He got on so much
all of
sauce.
Mexico, dude.
All of
So much
Mexico.
sauce.
All of Mexico.
How though? I thought they test for like all kinds of shit like that.
Dude, he fell out of the pool. He removed himself from the testing pool. He technically retired or something. Whatever he did, he was able to remove himself from the testing pool. So he was not able to.
So he doesn't
drug
fall under,
tested.
but he can still fight in the league.
He didn't fight for 2 years after he broke his leg.
Yeah, but he just now came back though.
Yeah, he's back in it now.
Did he have to test when he come back?
I would assume you have to clear two drug tests before you can fight, I think.
Right.
Whenever you come back. I think that's what it was. Yeah, he had to clear 2 in a 6
So was it just
period.
for more like a training thing for him to get on substances?
It's because he broke his leg. I just think he just got on steroids so he could heal faster and come back quicker. Because, he's like 35 now.
Yeah.
So he's not got much time left.
As a fighter, no.
No.
And honestly, 35 is pretty up there to fight, really.
Yeah, if you're especially the lighter weights. Now, once you get up like to the welterweight and beyond, it gets a lot better. But those lighter weights, like the flyweights, middleweights and down, probably. Once you're like 35, it's pretty well done. Just because there you just have young destroyers coming to wreck your day.
Full of testosterone.
Full of natural testosterone. They're just ready.
Natural built warriors.
So it's just hard. Like the flyweight and down, it's like once you turn 34, I think the record is like 22-1. Or 1-22, I apologize. In the UFC, once you turn like champions after they turn 34 below flyweight in championship fights.
Their
It's like-
record ends up being 1-22?
Yeah.
No shit.
Former champions that were like over 34. Their record in championship fights from flyweight and down was like 1-22.
Damn.
It was something crazy like that. Like they barely won fights.
Oh, no.
Did you get it?
Technically, yeah. Oh, I got it, buddy.
Good deal.
Determined.
Good
Young
deal. You
man.
mind if I steal one?
Of these?
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you. Oh, it's nice being outside.
It is very nice being outside, dude. I would do every podcast right here. I swear I would.
We got to do like podcasts on the boat. We got to do podcasts
pod,
everywhere.
dude.
Boat pod.
Boat pod.
Boat on the water, train on the track.
No, it's
Train on the water, boat on the
track.
boat on the track. But you know what? I swapped it for that.
Because we are literally correct individuals. Ain't that
Yeah.
right?
Eat up with it. But yeah, dude. So I'm super depressed. I was really looking forward to International Fight Week because that's what this month is. It's International Fight Week. It's the weekend before or right there, closest to 4th of July.
Right.
And yeah, I'm pretty bummed out that
I'm pretty
Connor's not
bummed
gonna make
out that you lost an entire podcast video of us fishing in the river, which is what we was talking about.
That's exactly what we were talking about. We're just going to take this next portion and just put it back there.
It's going to confuse you chopping this video up.
It
later.
is gonna
You're
confuse
be
me.
Like, damn, what was we talking?
uh,
How do I sequence these?
yeah. So with the trout thing, we had it perfect. It was a great video.
It was a great.
I moved the video to my desktop from the editing platform. Right, it gets on there. Everything's okay. Look at it. I even go visually to the file, look at the video. It pops up like a picture and the video of us. I didn't click on it to watch the video, but I know it was there after I downloaded it. Delete all the GoPro downloads off of the laptop. Go on there today to try to upload the video to YouTube. Today's Saturday.
Yeah.
Bro, I cannot get the thing to play. I'm like, what the heck is happening? I look at the file. It's just a file. It's an empty file. It has 0 kilobytes worth of data on it. 0. All it is just a blank file with a name on it.
So do you think that, like, during the transfer process, you deleted it before it was completed?
No shot, because I went and made sure it was there before I deleted
Well, then
it.
how didn't the transfer complete? That's the only thing I could not think of.
I don't know. I don't know if I made
You
a
said
mistake.
it was in the offline mode, right?
It was in offline mode, so maybe it didn't.
There was probably
Save
like
it
some
somehow.
like completion like thing that you had to do. Like, are you sure or something? You know, I don't know. That's kind of shitty.
I
though.
have the audio. That's what doesn't make sense.
You have the audio for
I
the
have
whole
the
trip?
audio for the trip. I do
Well,
not
that does
have the
no
video.
Justice.
It does no. It doesn't
Not for
make
a
any.
fishing video.
Yeah, but that should tell you that something happened like on the MacBook's end, I guess.
And you've dug through all your files.
Every one of them.
Dude, that sucks.
Every one of them. I have the audio file. It copied directly beside of what should be the video file. I saw that video of us. Like, it was me and you to start.
Yeah. But there's nothing else to it.
I don't know what happened. I'm depressed.
That
That's
kinda
why I'm
sucks,
drinking.
dude, because you gotta. That's why I'm drinking, dude. It really sucks though because you caught a trout on video.
I caught a trout.
Now everybody's
on video.
never gonna believe you, except for me because I was there.
I know. At least you'll be here to spread the word. At least you'll be here to spread the truth.
Solidify
of
the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Because it really did depress me. It was seriously.
Dude,
It
you
sucked.
texted me. The first thing you said was like, "Dude, I am suicidal."
It's not good. I was I was immediately sick to my stomach. Immediately.
Because this is your first time doing such a thing. Logan's making mistakes and he's learning. He's getting a little better. I
And I'll
guarantee
never
he
do it
doesn't
again.
this again.
I'll never do it
He'll
again.
never
Cam.
do it again. But
It was a great fishing video too, because like we both like went at each other a little bit, like we were barking, a little bit.
Yeah, dude,
so
it
we were
was a
having
good
fun.
day.
It was a great day.
it would have been a great video.
Cameron, I watched the video. It was great. I edited it. It was awesome.
Oh, that makes me so sad, dude.
It was the best video that I've edited yet. It was great. It was the most fish that I've edited yet. I have another one that's absolutely ignorant. The one that the second portion of mine, Aaron, and Joe's weight is
the sauce,
it's saucy.
the dressing, even.
It's the dressing.
My solo weight wasn't bad. I caught 10.
Yeah, dude, you went solo wading. I'm not a fan because things can go wrong, and you always should have somebody to help
Kind
you.
of went wrong at a
And
moment.
Things went wrong for you.
I got
What
stuck.
happened, dude?
I got stuck in the river. It was just a very, I don't know, dude, loose sediment portion of the river. And as soon as I stepped, dude, it was like 1.5 feet deep of just straight sinking. And I stepped down and I got stuck. Went to take another step. My croc got lost in the mud. And I had to like take my backpack off at the bank, dude, and like barefoot myself to the bank. Take off the GoPro, take off everything, go in there, fish my croc out, pull it out.
I wish you would have videoed the whole ordeal.
I didn't want to because I knew I had to get down like in the water a little bit to pull
So
my
you just
croc
didn't
out.
wanna
Because
take
I
a
was like
chance.
waist deep when I got stuck at first.
So you just didn't want to take a chance on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the GoPro's waterproof, but like we'll test that another day.
Yeah.
You know?
Whenever I don't have it by myself, like that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the idea. But
Yeah. Well,
I got
mean,
stuck a little bit, but other than that,
you
I
caught
mean,
10,
it was.
so I bet you got some action on there for me.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I caught a couple good ones.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy though. I seen a gar, and I seen a massive gar, and I hope to God that you can see it on the camera. But
Yeah.
I was walking through the river, and right in front of me, dude, there was like.
Sorry. They're being chatty over there. They're being real chatty. I don't. Okay.
Can
it's
I?
all right.
Hey man, hey, can I have your attention? Over
Yeah, I
here?
apologize. I'm busy.
Look at this fucking
Yeah,
guy.
busy.
I'll pay that $1.
Yeah,
even
there's
let it
another
go.
dollar. Yeah,
you would have let it go too.
I didn't even notice.
'Cause
I
you're
would have
just
found it.
ignorant.
I would have found it in post production. In post production, I would have
I
found
left
it.
you a couple funny comments in my video on the way too.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you did,
You'll
dude.
like it while I edit
Well,
it,
the
dude, I
thing, yeah, I'll
promise.
definitely see it because I always use the audio. I visually look at the audio to jump to separate spots.
Yeah.
I don't try to stay there. I throw in a few casts here and there or something, maybe a little bit of walking here and
But
there,
that's
so
how
they
you know
can
where
kind of
most of the
follow
action's going
the
to be,
river.
though, is because of the spikes in the audio.
Yeah, because somebody's going to say
It
something.
makes
That's
a
why
lot
I
more
hope
sense because
you-
I'm really quiet throughout whenever I'm like fishing. So
Yeah,
don't
I would
really-
be too.
Well, I mean, sometimes I talk to myself. Don't we all? But.
Well, all geniuses talk to themselves. Kevin Gates said that.
That was the wrong person to back up that quote, dude. That was probably the worst example.
That's what he says.
To back up that quote.
That is what he says. That's exactly what he says. You can look
I'm
that
sure
up.
There's like a lot of like nationally renowned geniuses.
You should check that black and white that paperwork provide for him.
What is that?
T. Grizzly. He
What-
said that.
Wait, what is it now?
You should check that black and white that paperwork would provide for you.
Is that a lyric by T. Grizzly?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I was super lost for a second.
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, you owe $3 now, and
I've already
mad
put
about
two in. I'll throw $1 right now. I'll pay up.
You brought them. You brought them singles.
brought
Hey,
them
what did I tell
singles.
you though? I wanted you to do with those singles.
Don't take this to a place.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, 'tis the season. You
Yeah,
know,
dude.
it is Pride
It's
Month.
the season. I'm gonna need you to put that single in my waistband.
Man, you might want to lose a pound or two, fella.
There you go.
That was a little
I wanted you
tight.
to- no.
Damn, you steam pressed that
Damn.
dollar bill, son.
Listen, hey.
Look, it's
supposed to-
crispy as
no,
hell
no.
now. Oh, leave a little out for
Yeah,
the
you know what?
showboating.
Yeah.
You a rich hoe, ain't you?
Yeah.
High dollar hoe.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I'm putting these dollar bills in my waistband.
Aaron's gonna be mad.
Yeah, I'm putting them in my waistband because that's where they go, and I'll put them in there later. At the end of this.
I like.
Yeah. At the
like
end
I
of
s-
this.
Oh man, I can't say that. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yep. Anyway, well, I can't wait to edit your video. It's gonna be nice. I really enjoy all the outdoor videos and the extra. We need to get into the extracurriculars.
We're
Us
going
doing
to.
single,
We're
us doing
going
singles
to.
pods.
We're going
But
to.
you need a laptop and some hard drive.
Absolutely.
That's what
dude.
you need. You need a laptop and a hard drive.
That's on my shopping list. The wish list is. I have a couple laptops I've been looking at, dude.
Yeah, dude, I love a Mac. I would
I've
ask
honestly
you to go
really-
with it. I love it, the compatibility because you can do everything from your
I know.
iPhone.
It really does make, like, for creativity purposes, like, a lot easier. Just because of the iOS, seamless transfers and such. AirDropping is amazing.
Speaking of iOS,
We love Apple products.
we do love Apple products. I am a ride or die with Apple.
Yeah, I have a new 15 Steve Jobs. Look at this, dude. Sponsor us. Give us free stuff.
Steve Jobs is no longer with us. R.I.P. Anyway, did you hear about Elon Musk saying that he's not going to allow Apple products
Because of
connected to Tesla?
the new iOS update's going to have AI.
Yeah, it's going to have like
OpenAI.
OpenAI.
Yeah.
So it goes into all your stuff.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool because it'll let you make, like, emojis and stuff. Like, make your own emojis and shit, which is pretty cool.
You would be willing to give up your privacy for free emojis?
Dude, yeah, you gave up your privacy the moment you owned an iPhone.
No, you're right. I definitely agree to that.
I'm
But if there
done
is
knees deep, man.
any limit to it, whenever you first get like a phone or some kind of device, if there's a limit to it that you have to agree to something later on, or if it's just doing it automatically, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. They shouldn't be allowed to access personal information. Like, I really don't like all the random emails I get just from different,
It really
marketers
also,
and stuff. Because anytime you
a
sign
lot
up
of
for
that-
anything, it sells your information.
and a lot of times when you accept cookies as well,
Yeah,
that's going to be a big issue. Which is like a lot of like ads that you get is based off the cookies that you accept whenever you visit new websites. And I know I do that a lot, and so I get a lot of random websites just from like different websites because I'll check out like a new chair or something or like a new speaker, just random things that I find on Instagram or whatever. And I'm always going onto their websites and checking out their deals and stuff because I get a lot of ads and I like checking stuff out.
yeah,
I'm a tech savvy guy. I like looking at new tech.
yeah. Well, you're a big asset to me, Cam. Because you're every time I ever have any problems, I just ask you. Like, I ask
Well,
you
we'll
about.
figure it out. Won't
We'll
we?
figure it out, like about anything. And I've done that for a while now, even before all this. But
We help each other out.
yeah, you're good, dude.
Teamwork.
Kinda. But
I didn't go deleting a whole video, did I?
Cameron,
I didn't lose a whole video's worth of content, dude. That was
Cameron.
thousands of views worth of content.
it was my bad, dude. And you know what sucks is I was gonna pull off clips and stuff too afterward. So I didn't
My
even
heart.
pull off clips while I
My
was doing
heart.
it. And that was the only time I've ever edited a video and not pulled off clips while I was doing it.
Cap.
Since I've been pulling off clips.
Cap. First Wade video. No clips.
Yeah, but I didn't really think about doing clips that time. I guess I meant like I was even aware that I was gonna do clips this time.
Tell the truth, Logan.
I'm sorry, I'm lying. I don't know why I'm lying.
He said
I'm
I'm
lying
lying.
out. I'm lying out loud, and I don't know why. I apologize.
It's all right, dude. We're having a good time.
It is okay.
You want to partake in the deer?
Dude, I will take me a little shot in the old Jägermeister. I'll take me a little snap. So, do you know who's replacing Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler?
I don't.
Alex Pereira,
Ooh,
whatever his name is. Spelled Pereira, but I think it's Pereira. And
You might be right.
Pajeda, I think is actually how it's pronounced. Alex Pajeda. But either way, he's fighting Yuri Prochazka
I don't
for
know
the
who
second
it is.
time. You don't know who Yuri is? He's a
Oh,
awkward
Yuri, Y-U-R-I.
It's Y-I-R-I, I think. Yuri Prochazka.
I don't think so.
He's an animal. He's like lives a samurai life. Like he always has his hair in a ponytail. He always does like
Oh,
weird
really?
stuff.
Like
he
the
lives in the
Shogun
winter.
shit?
Like he lives in like mountains somewhere. Always winter.
Oh, so like a type of guy people shouldn't be fighting?
Yeah. He's terrifying. But yeah, that's who's replacing
What's his
him.
record?
A lot and not a lot.
A lot. Oh, shit, dude. You wouldn't want to fight him, right?
No, I wouldn't want to fight anybody that's trained.
I mean,
That's
you
scary.
have like a good understanding though of like fight mechanics though. So I'm not saying you're gonna fucking win or nothing, but
Not in anybody that's actually a professional, but I do know my way around body movement and stuff.
Yeah.
Like because
I mean,
I did
wrestling.
wrestle for 8 years,
And your
and then
brother was a
my
fighter.
brother fought for 6 or something while I was growing up. You
Right.
know. So I mean that's
what I'm saying. Like you have an understanding of like the mechanics. So like you,
Yeah, I can
at
move
the
you-
very least you would know how to defend yourself.
the average Joe is gonna have an issue. Now, the bigger you are, the more. I always say that whenever it comes to fighting people, the bigger they are, because I am only 5'9". I'm 215, 220 pounds, probably 220 right now because I ate
Damn,
pretty
you've
good
been
today.
Gain weight, dude.
I've been
I'm at,
losing
like,
weight. Hey,
200.
Cameron, I've been losing
I'm
weight.
still at like 200.
I was 220, 228 at my biggest again after I pulled my hamstring.
After
All
we
right, dude,
stopped
I'm telling a
lifting.
story.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Hit the yag.
Yeah,
Pass it back.
I gotta do this before I'm done. You have to do. I'm a very average person, so I have to do it. I
Like
have,
4 inches.
dude, average as can be. I'm average from head to toe. That's me. Average shoe size, average hands. These hands are made for weaving baskets. Okay, not fighting
For
people.
weaving baskets.
Yeah, dude. You know what I do? I make arrows and I make sure that the fletchings are straight for very large men to come back to the colony, and then I hand them a new bow and they go hunt for the food, and I sit back and I make sure the women have the things that they need. That's what I do.
A real caring guy.
Yeah, I'm a caring fella, you know. So
Make
that's
sure
what
the
that's what
fletchings
I
are
do in
straight.
I make sure the fletchings are straight on an arrow. Yeah, that's what I do.
That's the role you play in this village.
Yeah. So you
Much
have to
needed.
do an equation when you run into somebody. How big are they? That is the equation. The smaller they are, the better you feel about it, just because of pure size. You always have you always should understand that you have no idea who that person is or
Right.
what they know.
Which immediately, like, just knowing off of like their very initial stance that they're going to take during an altercation is going to be a big, a factor of like their experience.
Yeah, a lot. You
To
can
read
usually tell within the first 10 seconds of an altercation.
Not even 10 seconds, dude. I think 10 seconds.
You
is
can
pushing
tell-
it.
you can
in
tell-
5 seconds, you should understand like what this guy's about.
Yeah, it's
As
probably
any
closer.
person with like any analyzing abilities is
Yeah.
going to go about it.
Because
you know?
most people, if you don't, I promise you, I don't care. If you don't know how to move somebody, there's a feel to it. There's a feel to it. If we are in close contact with each other, and you blindfolded me, and that's how we start the altercation. That's how we start the altercation.
Okay.
I can literally feel the direction your body's going. It's kind of hard to explain.
Like hip placement.
It's just the momentum. It's the momentum. It's the everything, or the foot placement. It's the direction you're moving. It's the anticipation of like somebody holding back in one space to move you into another.
Right.
You can
Kind of
literally,
anticipating.
it's
like, the next movement.
anticipating your opponent's movement,
Right.
and I promise you, it's a feeling less than it is actual. Now, visual helps. If you're watching, you can pick up on cues.
IQ is huge for that, dude. Is so huge for that.
Yeah, it's literally experience. I don't know. It's what people would define as muscle memory. It's just
Yeah.
it's the same. It's just feeling
How
the
to
movement.
react during certain.
It's the
occasions.
feeling of the movement, really.
Right. Well, I mean, because like understanding as well, like this, if I know this dude's foot is like placed forward, like he's gonna have to take a step back
Sure.
eventually, or if he's gonna step forward, he's gonna move this leg. So like how to like
Yeah,
react to that, knowing those different circumstances, or
You just know where and how to move, pretty much. That's all it is. 34.
I don't know how you've seen that.
Yeah. Smart.
Smart.
I don't know.
The guy can see. Claims
I can
he's
see.
intelligent.
I am intelligent. Thank you. I think. But
I think you're quite intelligent.
he's when you look at somebody, you really have to do that kind of equation.
Yeah.
So now for most if I'm out in public, as far as like worrying about somebody throwing me, I'm cool with my position. Now this can change very fast. I can get my ass whooped in a hurry.
And that's for anybody though.
Most people.
Yeah.
Most people.
will
I
say
could get
most
my ass
people.
whooped quick in a hurry by somebody who doesn't know really how to fight that much. You know why? Because this old chin right here, it ain't gonna hold up. You hit it real good. You hit that sucker real good, son.
Brace real hard,
I'll take me
son.
just a quick little nap, and I'll wake up and I'll just be feeling a lot. I'll be feeling pretty bad. But you know what? I might be a little prouder of myself because I was willing to go into mutual combat because I'm a warrior, Cameron.
Yeah, I mean, as you should.
Yeah.
As you should. Stand your ground.
Yeah.
If you're going to get into such a shit.
Did you, oh, dude, speaking of this, did you see that Logan Paul and Bradley Martin fought?
No.
You know who Bradley Martin
I
is?
have no idea. Who
Okay, Bradley Martin is a gym owner / content creator in Los Angeles. He owns Zoo Culture. He's huge.
Okay.
He's like 260 pounds. He's like
Okay.
probably, I don't know, 14% body fat. He's not heavy. He's pretty jacked up.
14% body fat?
Yeah,
Dude,
12
how
or
tall is this
14.
guy?
Oh, he's like 6'3", 6'4". He's big. He's big boy.
Damn.
6'2", maybe. I mean, he might be a
sounds
little
jacked.
shorter, but he's big.
He sounds
he's a
jacked.
big old boy. Now Logan Paul's a big old boy. Logan Paul
I
was
know.
actually bigger than Bradley. He's taller for sure, and I think Logan Paul's like 6'4".
I was going to say 6'4".
Yeah, he's a pretty tall guy, 6'3", 6'4", something like that. I don't know. I don't know how tall he is, but I know he's a little bigger than Bradley. But Bradley's 260 pounds of pure muscle, and Logan Paul didn't look that much smaller. Well, this is what happened. They rolled up to Zoo Culture, which is Bradley Martin's gym, because like I said, Bradley Martin is a gym / content creator. He has a podcast. He has different stuff, and he's been talking ish about Jake.
Okay.
Yeah, I think is pretty much what I've gathered so far. I don't really know. I've not kept up with it that much. This is the first time I heard of it was today. But yeah, apparently like Logan Paul and him were talking about it, and they were gonna fight, in a ring, and then that kind of fell through for now. And then now they were like, all right, well, let's just fight. And Bradley was like, all right, no cameras, no content, no nothing, because
Really?
Bradley is a bodybuilder, pretty much.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
bodybuilder. Logan Paul was a All-American wrestler in Ohio or something.
Right.
To start in high school.
Right.
He's a really good wrestler from Ohio. And Ohio, you don't know this, but Ohio has hella wrestlers. They're really good.
I've heard it before from people.
So anyway, Bradley, he didn't want to have that on like video or whatever. And I don't really blame him. If you know somebody's going to beat you up,
You got my ladder.
it's right here. And that's my lighter. Thank you. You're borrowing it for the night.
You have your lighter that I was using.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bradley doesn't know anything about fighting. He says that he can street fight. He's the kind of guy he blew up for a little while. I've known him for a lot longer than this, but he got in the news for a little while about the feet, I should say, for saying that he could just beat these people up. Like, they're too small. Like Demetrius Johnson. Do you know who Demetrius Johnson is?
100% know Mighty Mouse Johnson, dude.
Yes, sir.
I 100.
Yes,
He's one
sir.
of my favorite fighters of all
Dude,
time.
he's the GOAT.
He is amazing.
Dude, literally,
I
if-
love watching
okay.
him. He's been fighting in one forever now, dude.
destroying.
I know.
Destroying.
He's one of my favorite fighters of all time, dude. I will say I love Demetrius Johnson. He's a fucking awesome fighter, dude.
How long have you watched him?
Dude, forever. He was one of the first fighters that I picked up watching because just growing up, dude, the very few times that we had cable or TV, when I would watch UFC with my brother.
You said
dude.
the F word, by the way.
Oh my god.
You got $1? You know where it goes. Keep telling your story while you put that
Anyways.
dollar in my waistband. He's putting another dollar in my waistband.
He's kind of gay with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Put it right there, dude. There we go.
Partially gay, man. That was
Yep.
one of the first clips we posted. Angel's good with it, dude. She is a loyal fan of ours.
Thanks, dude. Okay.
Asshole.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Anyways.
Demetrius Johnson.
Whenever me and my brother would have internet, cable, or not internet, but cable TV every now and again, and we would watch UFC, dude. I remember watching Demetrius Johnson, and he was flying around the cage every time
Bro,
he's fighting, dude. He is insane. He's always jumping around. He's always whipping ass. He is a great fighter, dude. His technique is awesome. He's a very free form fighter, and he kind of reminds me like St. Pierre.
Yeah.
In that kind of aspect, but for his weight class, you know? Because, I feel like George St. Pierre, he also
True
has
martial artist.
True martial artist, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's in his own flow.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's never restricted, dude. He always feels good. It looks good in the ring every time he's fighting, dude. And he's just fun. He's a blast to watch. I've always loved watching Demetrius Johnson fight, dude.
So this Bradley Martin, Demetrius Johnson, just for real quick, by the way, may be the pound-for-pound greatest fighter of all time. Okay. Because he's 125 pounds.
Tiny.
Nobody's going to really... How hard is it going to be to put that guy in?
Hard. Dude,
because if there's people like John Jones... Hey, if there's people like John Jones, it's going to be pretty hard to say who can be the pound... Because everybody would say, if the aliens landed tomorrow... We're going to, and they said, who's the one guy that is in their prime? As long as they're in their prime, like you get to just be like, who's the prime guy that you're going to put in there? You're going to put in prime John Jones and say, here you go. This is him. This is him. Okay. With 125 pounds, it's hard to do that. Demetrius Johnson literally went belly to back suplex up. Off the
threw him in the armbar, dude. Is that what you're talking about?
On his way down, put him in an armbar, jumped into an armbar on the way down.
On the way down, and he went with him down.
Yes,
perfect transition, dude.
Yes,
perfect It was beautiful.
Okay.
It was such a good.
So
transition,
Bradley
dude.
Martin, 260 pounds, was on his thing saying that he could beat Demetrius Johnson in a street fight.
Okay,
and even people like Joe Rogan was like, oh, there's no way that he would kill that guy. Like, Demetrius would kill that guy.
Right.
Because even though he's 125 pounds when he fights, he's really like 155, walking around, 150, something like that, maybe 145, maybe. That's what he's walking around at. So he's got a little bit of extra weight, so he's 120 out, right? He's the purest martial artist that we've seen in modern day, probably ever. You know what I'm saying? At 145 pounds. Yeah. He's pure. He might, unless, all right, so the problem is Bradley Martin can literally pick him up and destroy him into the ground. If he so chose, if that's what would happen. I don't know. I don't know if that would happen. But
that'd be a bad situation.
It would be what if he is just strong enough to just absolutely whip him up into the air? Ever seen Hulk whenever he grabs Loki and just that may could happen, but I don't know.
That was like the first Avengers movie, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I'm
pretty
so.
sure it was.
I think
Dude,
so.
That's such a funny moment.
Yeah.
Whips him around. Bam, bam, bam. That's like in SpongeBob too, dude.
Yeah.
Sandy grabs Patrick during the hibernation episode.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, dude, that shit's funny. Nah, dude, he probably could do that to Demetrius Johnson. He's small.
He's small.
He's a small guy. But he knows
anyway,
how to throw hands, dude, and he is very good with grappling.
Bro, he's one of the greatest of all time. Pound for pound, he's one of the greatest.
He's an amazing
ever.
fighter.
Amazing. So, as we were saying, Logan Paul, Bradley Martin fight. They fight. Apparently, Logan shows up to the gym. He has cameras rolling at that point while they were signing waivers and stuff. And Bradley was like, dude, you said you weren't going to do content. Like, we said no content. Let's just go in here and fight.
Right.
And Logan was like, all right, but we're going to turn the cameras off, and we're going to go out here and we're going to fight. And the next time you see the cameras was after the fight. They're both standing up. Everybody's already done. Like, they've obviously been done for probably a few minutes now.
Yeah, they probably toweled up, put T-shirts back on.
No, they were shirtless, but they were out of breath. But they weren't all that you could see.
It was the end of the match, though.
Both of them were red. Both of them had bruises. Both of them had, but nobody was cut. Nobody was hurt. Everybody was. They were just up and breathing hard and just or
beat the shit out of each other
coming down from breathing hard. But yeah, and it was weird though because respect to both of them because they both went through it and fought each other for whatever reason it was. But I thought it was even bigger on Bradley's end because he's just a bodybuilder,
right? Coming
from me knowing that what I can do to an average 5'9" guy, you can kind of just it takes a lot for somebody that doesn't know anything to just knowingly be like, that guy's gonna beat me up, or he should know that, but he maybe thinks he has a chance, and he did have a chance, and I don't think it was all that distant from each other. I do think it was a sound victory for Logan.
Did they ever announce like an
nobody knows, but that's what everybody's saying. It was pretty much a sound thing for Logan. But either way,
they canceled the Mike Tyson fight, didn't they?
Yeah, they canceled it. It's postponed. It's not going until November. Yeah, they'll fight in November. Yeah, when he's actually 58.
When he's older, dude.
Yeah, when he's 58 years old.
That's insane.
Instead of 57.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they should just not fight at this point.
They shouldn't have. There's no reason that a 58-year-old man should be fighting a 27-year-old professional that's on his way up.
I agree.
There's no situation.
I agree.
In truth, even though that is Mike Tyson.
That's what I'm saying. Even if he is a boxing champion, dude, a legend. He is not a boxing champion. He's a boxing legend. He has made one of the most impactful experiences in the boxing world. Ever.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. He's Iron Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike, dude. Like, if nobody knows anything about boxing, they know who Mike Tyson is.
Exactly.
And he's just one of those guys, dude. Like, he revolutionized like the boxing sport for people in his era.
Yeah.
Because he was an animal.
Yeah. You saved it. Good job.
I bet you did catch me saving it.
Yeah, you saved it.
Fumble recovery.
Yeah,
man. I was good at those in football.
Yeah, you picked the ball up.
I had a couple good jump downs.
But yes, they postponed it because Mike Tyson supposedly didn't have enough time or something
to like get his weight.
No. It was he didn't have enough time in his schedule because he had a determined ordeal with
some advertising
with
agency.
Netflix. I think it was.
Seriously?
Yeah,
like
Netflix even announced it. They even.
Oh, really?
I think Netflix even announced like, hey, we're Mike Tyson's not going to be able to train because he has a obligation to us. Like, which is cool. Like, Mike made them do it. I would do the same. Like, y'all need to announce this because if I announce it, people are going to think I'm pulling out. If y'all announce it, we know that's the truth because they're owning up to it. They're like, hey, we are making Mike not train for this.
Cheers.
Well, I don't have much. I need to refill, but I need ice.
Well, I got a leak, so we can take an intermission right quick.
We can do a little intermission. Maybe let the ladies hop in the pool while we're chilling, doing this. That way they don't.
I'll probably end up hopping in the pool myself here in a little.
Oh my god! All right. Let's go. Let's go take a break. Sorry about that. I was thirsty.
Are you parched?
I was parched. Now I'm feeling good.
Like you should.
Yeah. Something about the neighborhood. I can't even remember.
It is something about the neighborhood.
It is something about the neighborhood. It is that. Anyway, Cam, I'm glad we're doing it outside, dude. I'm having a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got anything else, dude? Did you just come with just you and some alcohol, just expecting me to just rub it out all over the place?
I mean, I'm sure I still have a couple of things hidden.
Dude, listen, I'm ready for this. All right.
In the library.
No. Did you see Eddie Hall knock out those two dudes?
The twins or whatever?
I don't know what they were.
Yeah, those two
I don't know
dudes.
what they were. They was crazy.
I was going to actually ask you about that a second ago.
Yeah. Eddie Hall fighting two people at the same time in MMA. It was crazy. It was awesome. Big Eddie Hall. He's 375 pounds, like 6'4".
He was one of the world's strongest men.
He was world's strongest man in 2017. I know that because it's the greatest strongman performance of all time, I do believe. It's pretty close to it. If it's not, it's up there because he ran the field. Hafthor Bjornsson also happened to kill it in his own way, I guess you'd say, that same year. He only lost by like a few points. But the point is, Eddie Hall, gigantic human being, fought two average-sized people, dudes that look like me, and just...
No, look smaller than you.
Maybe. They
were scrawny-looking fellas, man.
I don't know, man. They weren't that small.
I seen them. It was like two just average guys walking into a gas station, dude, to buy a pack of cigarettes, I swear. They just found some two dudes, man. I'm telling you. It was like, yo, you guys look like you should fight a bodybuilder. Not only any bodybuilder, but one of the most famous ever.
Yeah, well, world's
Eddie
strongest
Hall.
Man, not a bodybuilder. World's strongest man.
Okay, well,
There's a difference.
There's a very big difference.
Very big difference.
You get the idea.
Yeah, exactly.
They found.
I
these
guess
dudes
they did look
randomly.
very
they were like,
average.
We will give you $500 a piece. And they were like, dude,
Bet.
you had us at money in general.
Yeah, dude, you had us at just fighting one guy with just us both.
Yeah, 2v1, dude, we got it.
Bro, that guy got absolutely slept.
He hurt them bad, dude.
Bro, he
Hurt
picked that
them
dude
bad.
up, flipped him up in the air like it was nothing.
Yeah, because it was an MMA fight. He was allowed to do whatever he wanted to, pretty much, dude. I thought that was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I just couldn't believe it because like I was looking up the results because I didn't watch the fight. I don't even know what it was on.
I've seen a lot of clips from it, dude.
I was looking up the results and it was like Eddie Hall knocks out whatever in his 2-on-1. He wins by KO or something. And then like maybe 4 hours later, is deep into the night, there was like shorts that were popping up of it, and I was like, this is insane. He just slept this dude after flipping him up on his head. It was awesome.
I watched a lot of clips from it, dude. He hurt him bad.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they kept getting up in a certain, like, couple different spots of that fight, dude.
Mind if I get another sag? You the man.
This guy.
I don't like the silence over there now. They were talking
They're watching.
the whole time.
They're observing.
They are.
They're learning.
They're like.
How can we use this against them later in,
Yeah.
like, 3 hours?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just joking. I love you, right?
Did you see that Brian Shaw's going to get into arm wrestling?
No.
Yeah.
What?
6'8".
Into arm wrestling? Seriously? Let's see that light.
6'8". 6'8".
What's his wingspan?
400 and he was 465 at his biggest, and I think now he's maybe at like 395 or 410 or 415. I don't know what he is right now. He did lose some weight there for a while.
What's his wingspan?
Whatever it is, who cares? He's 6'8".
It's arm wrestling.
He's
That's like probably one of the most important factors.
would you want a large wingspan or a small wingspan?
I'd say there is a golden ratio.
Yes, in the middle. You want
Yes.
long-ish arms.
Yes, there's a golden ratio, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Of like arms for like biceps.
But it is Brian Shaw.
That's crazy though. What's he weigh right now?
That's what I'm saying. I bet he's like 400 pounds right now.
Big fella, dude.
Big fella.
Big fella.
Big fella. 0%
Going into
chance.
arm wrestling?
Yeah, dude.
Ah, Lord.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and
We'll
you know
see
who
about
Devin
that.
Laird is?
I don't.
He's the. Have you ever seen the videos of arm wrestlers?
Yes,
Like,
all the time.
You see him all the time.
Yeah,
You know
all the
that
time.
like dude that's big as shit, but he's not like fat big. He's just like looks like he's pretty tall. He's like 6'4"
big
or something.
chested.
He's just kind of a bigger guy, but he's
Yeah.
lanky at the same
I
time.
might have seen him.
Is
If I seen a
Devin
picture.
Laird. He's an arm wrestling champion. He's crazy as shit. He's always like look at me. Like he even there's videos of him being like, right here,
I'm right.
right here, and
I
then
might
he'll
have
just put
seen
him down. All right. Well,
I
either
might
way,
have seen him.
either
yeah,
way,
now that
one
I
of the
think
best
about it.
arm wrestlers ever. He was he did like a couple videos of him training him, and he was just like rip Lavon Divashvili or whoever the best guy in the world is now. He looks pretty big, dude. He's pretty big and stout, but he's a hell of an arm wrestler. But even this guy who was the world champion and that other guy's nemesis, like he was saying that he could
His
Brian
nemesis?
could beat him. Devin's nemesis. Like he's probably like I think Devin Laird is probably the greatest arm wrestler ever. I don't know. I'm not that big into arm wrestling, but I think he's yeah. I'm not that big into it. Believe it or not.
I'm sure there was actually like a wild fan base of like super hardcore arm wrestling fans.
Dude, there has to be.
Like got the hand molds and everything of these dudes, bro.
Yeah.
In their house, like their exact like replica
Their
arms
grips.
that they just go in there every morning. It's
Yeah.
like, how you doing, Howie? You know?
Yeah.
like-
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so I guess Brian's going to get into it. That'd be cool to see. He's 400 pounds.
We'll see how he does, I guess.
400
So
pounds.
once he start like his season, I guess.
I have no idea, dude. I guess I just brought that up without doing my
How was
research.
that announced?
I just saw like today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Brian doing videos with Devin Laird. So I was like, nice. This is gonna be awesome. And I watched him, and Devin was like literally teaching him how to arm wrestle. It was awesome.
It's pretty cool. You see, Trump is like going to eradicate income tax.
altogether?
Yes.
What?
Yes, dude. Hold
No
on. Let
way.
me see what I had wrote down for that.
Oh my God, I don't have it. I have not heard about that at all, and I am a freak.
So,
Dude, you got
yeah,
got.
it was
There's no way this is a thing.
It was payroll tax termination, dude. Trump is trying to eradicate the payroll tax. In like overall, like no more payroll tax.
Bro, where the hell would they get? Would we get tax money? I feel like payroll tax is
well,
the biggest
thing
tax.
is like, I think it's going to be like certain things that are like taxed within your payroll tax. Like, surely it's not going to be everything. I'm sure you'll probably still pay into like state taxes, but as far as federal income tax goes, like it probably won't get like. I think that's really what he was probably like targeting. I don't know. I'm a little intoxicated. However, and this was something that I seen like 2 weeks ago on Instagram, but it was like a speech that he was in, and he was saying that he's going to like eradicate the entire payroll tax for just average working Joes, I guess, or anybody who's on a payroll.
Bro, I just don't understand. Like, you would, I mean, maybe we are just taxed too much. Because, I mean, obviously, if we have all this money to send to
Have
overseas,
you ever seen those videos where they're just like, this is exactly how much it costs for them to do these certain weapon testings, and it's like a compilation video of like different like
oh yeah, and it's
military
like
things, and every time they
yes.
shoot a bullet, there's a counter for the dollar bill.
Yeah, it's like it's like
missile on like a
thousands of
fucking
dollars.
a missile on like a marine aircraft is like $15 million or something, dude.
Yeah, a missile. All the
And
missiles are crazy, but even
insane, dude.
the rounds, are
They
like
add up because
this
they
is
shoot
this
at-
is $8,000 for this 50 caliber round.
Well, no, not
It's
for a
something
50 caliber round.
I don't know what it
it's
is,
like
but it's
probably
crazy.
like $5 for one of those ones that go in those giant like anti-aircraft.
No, dude, I'm telling you, some of this shit is crazy.
I'm sure, but
like I'm
for,
saying,
like,
for the
basic
45 millimeter,
ammunition-
whatever it is, like the they're still bullets, but they're huge. It's
Yeah,
like
it's anti-aircraft, dude. It's probably like 50 caliber.
ignorant.
But it's on a Gatling gun.
no, dude, I'm talking about these are probably like 45
Or those
millimeters.
giant like alternating
Those-
chamber
yeah,
ones, dude. Yeah. $150 a bullet, dude.
I bet they're crazy.
And they shoot
no, dude,
like
they're more than that.
120
I bet
bullets
they're
a
more
second
than,
or something.
They're crazy. All right. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Isn't that insane? That's what our money goes to, dude. That's what your money goes to. That's what y'all's money goes to, dude.
Well,
Is them
yeah.
just shooting ammo into the ocean.
Well, everybody shoots ammo because like they have an expiration date. They do have an expiration date.
Well,
and
I mean, honestly, if you think about it,
you already bought them.
is there really an expiration date on ammo, or is it just like if you store them at like a perfect condition, you know, like surely they are bound to last forever? Because the only thing that's gonna like
It's dude. I can tell you.
the humidity is probably the
I can.
biggest thing.
Hey
with, like,
Cameron, I
storing
can
ammo.
promise you. I can promise you. There is an. You have to use ammunitions of any kind in a state or federal job. Like
Like a certain
within a
expert-
certain time frame.
Well-
I can promise you that. Hey Cameron,
The storing of it though is
Hey,
probably
Cameron,
the biggest factor for that. Though,
I
right?
can promise you.
I know that, but like, there has to. I mean, it's got to be based off because of the storing conditions of it, though. Like after a certain time, like it is bound to collect a certain amount of humidity.
It's
for
a
it
where
to,
it's
like,
a contract
dampen,
like that.
the-
It's where it has to be. They do it different. You just do it different whenever you're in that kind of a contract, like a state or a federal contract.
well, I mean that makes sense though. So.
Yes. So
that makes sense.
it is what it is. You just have to go with it. So I mean, you either shoot them or you don't, and you're gonna have
So like
qualifications.
if there's
Like people have to qualify, to be able to shoot
Yeah,
things. Like you
absolutely.
have to shoot them. So like you have to spend that money just to do that. They
Right.
allot for that. So I can understand that.
and I'd say
My
like
thing
they have
is
to see
probably-
if certain weapons work as well too. So that's fine.
Yeah, my thing is more of the why is it so expensive whenever it probably doesn't have to be. Like why is it so
Probably
overpriced?
because like a lot of it we don't get from our own factories. You got to think like all those materials probably come from like a lot of different countries, different nations.
I
different
think a lot of
governments.
it is probably not that. I think a lot of it is if you have a government contract like that, you're able to pull in a little bit more money for the things you're able to do. Because you can say the R&D costed X amount of dollars for whatever the R&D really costs. Whenever somebody in the
Define
organization just had
define
an idea.
R&D for the crowd here.
research and development.
Okay.
Yeah, and for the crowd, did you mean you? Did you mean you?
Shh.
Yeah, you meant you. R&D means research and development. So if you're gonna pay, if you actually,
I guarantee
paid,
there wasn't a single person that's gonna watch this video. It's gonna be like, yeah, I knew what that meant.
Yeah. What do you know what
You ass.
ROI means?
You dirty starfish.
You don't know what ROI means? It means return on investment. Which
Hell,
reminds me,
no, you
return on
coulda-
my investment.
You
for
could have
this
held
whole
a gun to
entire-
my head,
You could,
and I'd have never.
you could have held a gun to my family,
My
everything.
children.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, I'm out of Red Bull, so I'm raw dogging the rest of this. I guess.
There you go.
There's
go ahead and
nothing
raw dog.
left.
Well, good. Here, you want sap?
Yes.
Mine's a little hot this time.
Wait, the bottle.
But either way, R&D means research and development. If if you actually pay an X amount of dollars for something. Oh, do you want? I got Diet Dr Pepper. DDPs, dude. You want a DDP? Do you got it?
I got hair in my nuts.
All right. Well,
I didn't know this was a cork, by the way. I probably would have kept unscrewing it for.
I was trying to tell you that.
I'm not used to the Buffalo Trace. Y'all.
Anyway.
This is some stout shit.
It's great. I like Buffalo.
You see that spider?
Yeah, it's freaking me out a little bit, but
Put some
feeling it.
hair on your nuts.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
it will. So I haven't heard that about Trump though, that he's not paying.
I don't know. I should have looked deeper into that. I should have.
Yeah, I hope you
I
didn't get
didn't.
got, because if he really
I don't
is
think
going
that
to
was
take
an
away my
AI thing,
income
though.
tax, that's my president. That's my president.
Well, I'm sure there's probably still going to be like a state income tax. I'm sure that was probably like a federal.
I'm good with state. I don't
Well,
know.
like, you got to think
Federal-
like how
I
much
don't-
like you contribute with your state income tax being withdrawn from your paycheck. Like that goes to schools, your police, your hospitals.
Yeah, but states
roads.
also have sales tax.
Some states do. Some have a luxury tax.
Some do have taxes in other areas, but
Well, the
most
taxing
states
is
have.
different. Like Tennessee, I know the taxing is like cheap.
Yeah,
They don't tax a lot in Tennessee for
because
some
they
reason.
have higher state income tax.
Right. So like it balances out somewhere eventually, but
Yeah. Well, Kentucky kind of screws you on both ends, because you pay
it's a Commonwealth state, which
yeah,
is
so
kind of like the whole.
yeah, you pay higher in, like, you pay midway in both.
Yeah,
so
there's
you
like a
either
school tax, and then there's the 911 tax, and then there's
you
like,
have midway in both. So it's really like you have 6% sales tax.
Is that what it is in Kentucky? I think it's 5 in Virginia. Or it's like
I think it's
5.4.
5.5 or something in
like
Kentucky,
5.4.
but it doesn't matter. It's 5 or 6% in Kentucky, and then in Tennessee it's 9. Yeah, so even if
But
you
you
didn't,
only have to pay taxes on like your vehicles and your property like once every
no, you have to do it once a year, but you don't pay the, like, I can tell you from experience, it costs about $8 in 2023 to tax and get tags on your vehicle.
That's insane. $8?
$8.
That's crazy.
Yeah. $8.
I would pay the extra couple percentage.
Now, they said they cut a break to everybody because they changed the license plate or something. That's what I heard. But either way, the year before that, it was like $100 for both my vehicles.
Which is not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, you're still
We live
going
in a great country,
I'm
son.
cool with getting taxed in your state because they're not going to take.
It goes to a good cause.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be that way. Like,
Yeah, because
I
in
mean,
Tennessee, there's no income tax.
Yeah.
So you don't pay any income tax.
As far as our federal government goes, how does our federal government go about getting money if he's going to eradicate
I wish
payroll
that
tax?
I-
'Cause,
dude,
like, what
I'm
other
telling
things
you,
get taxed
I'm
besides
more
property?
into paying tax at the dollars, like at the counter. Whenever I'm at the counter, I want to pay my dollar and have it taxed there.
Yeah.
If it's taxed when I spend something, I'm cool with it. I shouldn't be taxed on something I make.
Right.
Something I make, that should be my money.
I know, like property tax.
And if I have to pay into
vehicle
Social
tax,
Security so I can, if something happens to me whenever I'm
Yeah.
really old, even though it's kind of hard to get it, like
Yeah.
I can tell you that, it's hard to get it
Yeah.
for everybody. If you're paying into that, whatever, we should all be contributing to something like that. That way the government has some sort of fail-safe for everybody to get by if they
Right.
have to. I'm okay with that. taxing somebody on the dollar they make, I would much prefer pay 6% at the pump for state tax and 4% at the pump for federal tax. And then I don't get taxed on my money at all.
I don't know, dude.
I don't think that would work.
It's not. That's why it's not like that.
I don't think that would. I don't necessarily think that would work.
That's probably why it's not like that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
I would,
somebody had that idea.
I would rather be paid on the dollar spent than the dollar earned. That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
So how do you feel?
I mean, obviously you have to contribute to your country, dude. You know, like there's a lot of benefits that people are relying on, dude.
Yeah.
Just so many. Like, I mean, our government, I mean, we do have a lot of like ways to help people. I know there's a lot of people that are just, you know, being able to survive solely because of our government and like the different programs they offer for just helping people with housing, food, anything like that.
Yeah.
So like I know like my taxes are going like paying into taxes anyways, like it's going to a good cause. I mean, it's not perfect the way it is, don't get me wrong.
It can't be because people are in charge of it.
It'll never be perfect.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. But like somebody has to bite the bullet in a certain area. But like even on the news the other day, they were saying like how people like Gen Z especially was like they are suffering the most in this economy just based off of like groceries and like they've been talking mad shit. Dude.
Yeah, I know.
Mad shit. They think we're not listening because we're recording, but I've been listening to them and they're just gonna continue over there, dude. But it's all right. We know.
It's all right.
I know.
Anyway, I understand what you're saying. Like it's everybody needs to pay their way.
Right. Hold your own weight, dude. And there's a lot of people who can't. Some people genuinely can't. Some people probably exploit the system in that aspect.
And some people, probably most people, can't contribute as much or even close to as much as others in a dollar form.
Right.
In percentage, I like percentage. See, that's another thing that I don't like. I wish that it was something like if people from 0 to 10,000 don't get taxed or whatever. I can't even remember the brackets now, but I know that I get paid or I get taxed. Like taxes are progressive from January to December. Until you hit 10,000, you're only taxed at X amount of percent.
Right.
Until you hit 24,000, you're only taxed at X amount of percent. That's the way that taxes work.
The brackets fall.
The brackets fall in as you go, as you make more money. Some people are in the fourth bracket as soon as they get paid the first time. Most people never make it into the fourth bracket.
Right.
I'm saying that most people probably don't get to contribute as much on a dollar amount, but I am more comfortable with a percentage amount. If we can figure out where is the average percentage for people that make $46 billion a year, $56 billion a year, like Elon's about to make because he didn't take a paycheck at all for 10 years and bet on himself, and he made $56 billion off Tesla. He should get paid that money. I hope he does. But if you make that amount of money, you don't get to. You will never. There will be a million people never contribute that in their lifetime to the government.
Yeah, right.
So how do you fix that? I say tax everybody at the same percent, whatever that number is that you can come out with.
Well, I mean, it's equal contribution, which I mean is fair amongst everybody. You know,
if I have $1 and you have 10, and I have to pay 10%, which is 10 cents, and you have to pay $1, which is $1. We both lost the same percentage of our net worth. If we only had dollars to our name, we didn't owe for houses, didn't owe for anything.
Right.
We only lost 10% of our net worth, right?
Okay.
Okay, so if both of us only contributed the 10% or whatever it would be of our net worth, it would be an equal contribution in principle of I gave just as much as you did because that's what you had to give.
Right. I mean, it's what you made. It's what you were worth.
Why is it that people that make absurd amounts of money have to pay 50%?
I mean, there is a good reason for it.
There's a good reason. I mean, I'm sure it keeps up the economy, but
and that's the biggest thing of it is keeping up the economy. I guess is probably why it's like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I mean, there was a lot of time and money put into probably even developing this current like system, dude. So I guess you just have to trust into it. It's just the way things are. Especially me and you, dude. We're not gonna make too much change. Or
No,
like that, so.
no, we're in the hole.
Yeah.
Couple bucks. Couple bucks.
Yeah, I'm a good couple dollars in the hole.
Yeah, we're down there. We're
It's
way
alright. It's
down
the
there.
American dream.
It is,
everybody.
and we're living it. You know,
We're living the hell.
we
out
are
of it.
living the hell out of somebody's dream.
It's our dream.
Yeah, but listen, dude, I'm glad you come over. Let's go watch the rest of these fights.
Okay.
We're gonna go kill it out. We're gonna watch the rest of these fights. Let these women stop talking shit about us because that's all they've done all day. But
Yeah.
either way, I love you, dude. Thanks
I
for
love
coming
the
over.
fuck
I'm
out of
having
you, dude.
I'm having a hell of a time. We're gonna go party down. We might break out a camera here in a little while. You know, might show a little bit of the action with us, but we'll see what happens. I love you, dude.
I
Let's
love
go
you,
get
dude.
inside.